A really well-known leakster known as TUM Apisac has revealed what could be the first benchmark leak of the PlayStation 5's AMD Gonzalo APU. What's crazy here is that the PlayStation 5 looks to be 4 times more powerful than the PlayStation 4, so it's on par, maybe even better, than the Nvidia GeForce RTX 2070 graphics card. Now, Apisac tweeted this undisclosed benchmark score of the semi-custom AMD graphics chip. It's known as the AMD Gonzalo APU within the PlayStation 5. He indicated the overall score for Gonzalo to be upwards of 20,000, with the PlayStation 4 non-Pro edition scoring only 5,000 for comparison. Now, the full details of these benchmark tests are hidden, so we don't know the exact specs. They're not available right now, but what we can gauge is that this does look like the overall score for 3D Mark Firestrike. So basically, from these numbers, we do get the information that it will be 4 times more powerful than the PlayStation 4, which is actually a significant upgrade from the previous generation. So seeing the PlayStation 5 have this score in the benchmark test in comparison to the PS4, and just a heads up, it isn't the PS4 Pro, it's just the regular PS4. This is amazing. Now, if you're wondering, in comparison to like a GTX 2070 graphics card from Nvidia, which they kind of compared, which is actually more powerful than that, it's maybe between a 2070 and a 2080. So in comparison to that, it is more powerful than that graphics card, but maybe not more powerful than a 2080. Another thing to note down is that in comparison to a GTX 1080, you do have 60 FPS running at 4K for that kind of graphics card. And then, if you do think about it, it is more powerful than that graphics card. So we could be seeing 4K gameplay at about 100, maybe 120 FPS, which is amazing on a console. However, it's all going to come down to how developers make these games, how they port them over. I'm realistically going to think that we will see more so 4K 60 FPS for the first year or 2 years of these new consoles, the new life cycle of these systems, because it's going to take a while for them to use all the raw power that is available and just to make some shortcuts, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty awesome that we did get these insider leaks regarding the PS5's power compared to the PS4. Just some comparisons there, but the thing to note down also is the fact that we don't know if this will be the final testing of the system, that we don't know if these will be the final specs. It might not even run this exact way, because the thing is, the PS5 and the next Xbox console, they won't be out until a year and a half from now. So maybe in, I don't know, 10 months from now, we'll see final results of what we could be expecting, because that'll be closer to the actual release of the system, with time to actually settle all that stuff at both Sony and Microsoft respectively. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below regarding this. And man, my hair is real bad today. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about not my hair, but about these comparisons and the comparison in general. So yeah, let me know, and let's get on to the next news report on today's show. And this one is a current generation game, because, well, Cyberpunk 2077 will require 80 gigabytes of disk space on PS4, and it has been confirmed for Xbox One that it will have 4K on the Xbox One X. But the main thing here is the 80 gigabytes of disk space. That's just insane to think that it is 13 gigabytes more larger than the already massive Days Gone on PS4. That's just ridiculous. So if you don't have much hard drive space on your system, you're in for a bit of a treat, because this will most likely be the same for you if you want to download it digitally. You'll need probably close to 100 gigs, because, well, at the end of the day, you got to think about updates, upgrades, and all that kind of stuff that comes along with the game later on down the line. So that's going to add to your space just for one game. That's just insane. Now, this is for the PS4 version. That's what we've been told, but most likely this is also going to run for Xbox. And, well, speaking of Xbox, we have found out that the Xbox One X will be running this game in 4K. Now, obviously, this isn't just for the Xbox One X. Most likely, this will also come down to the PlayStation 4 Pro. We're not exactly sure when we will find out if it will definitely be on there, or if we'll get some sort of trade-off, something similar to 4K, maybe 2K, or I don't know, some sort of upscaled version to 4K. We'll find out. As for the base models, just the Xbox One, Xbox One S, and the PlayStation 4 non-Pro edition, those will just be running at regular 1080p from what I've heard so far, which isn't bad, still looks good, the game's still going to be beautiful, and yeah, you'll still have a great time. So that is some news regarding this big upcoming game, which is out early next year. I can't wait for it. But anyway, that's it for that piece of news. And now let's get on to the next piece of news on today's show. And it's a really quick one for all the PUBG gamers out there. Now, I've spent well over, I don't know, close to 1,000 hours on this game. But I don't play it as much anymore because I feel like it's kind of the same thing over and over again. But it's still enjoyable, I will give it that. However, something new is coming to the game. Well, technically, it's an additional game because, well, it looks like there will be a new story-based narrative game coming. Now, it's not actually a sequel or anything like that from what I've read so far. It's more just kind of a separate game. It's not really Battle Royale necessarily, but it's going to have a story to it. It's going to have a narrative. We're not exactly sure, but what we do know is that Glenn Schofield is the CEO of this new side project, which is really interesting. So it's going to actually be made by Striking Distance, which is, I don't even know, like, I don't know who they are really, but it looks like that with Glenn Schofield's previous experience from like Dead Space and Call of Duty, this could actually be something really exciting to look forward to. So really, all we do know about this new game is that Glenn Schofield will be the head of the company building this game. It's going to be sort of set in the PUBG universe, whatever that means. I guess you're able to go to the school, you're able to go to Pachinki, maybe there's going to be some sort of story behind all that. You could go to Miramar, I don't know, but I don't know, it's something different, it's something exciting, and it's cool to see games now building off of Battle Royale games and kind of the lore, whatever it is, because I guess Fortnite has been doing that for the longest time, and now other games are doing that. But yeah, anyway, let's move on to our final news report, which is actually a bit of a controversial topic regarding the Call of Duty franchise with Black Ops 4. So it looks like Black Ops 4 has a brand new pay-to-win feature that has been added in Blackout through the latest patch of the game. And well, the community seems pretty outraged about this one. If you go to the game's Reddit page, you can see pretty much everyone's sort of complaining and questioning what the hell is going on with the game and why would they add such a thing and what is that thing they added? Well, it looks like it's something terrible. So, it's a thing called Blackjack Stashes. It's only in the Blackout game mode, and well, there's a certain restriction that makes it so only you can use that weapon if you have unlocked it yourself from reserves, which are Black Ops 4 loot boxes. Now, this is the way that Activision describes it, and here it is. New feature, Blackjack Stashes. Each player will be able to unlock one of Blackjack's stashes per game, which contains all of the black market weapons in your inventory. For instance, if you've earned the Vendetta in the Contraband stream, it will be available for you to grab during a Blackout match in one of Blackjack's stashes. Now, the crazy thing is, if